Okay. Okay. We just left off over here on page Yud Gimel, second column, second paragraph. He quoted the Gemara in Eruvin. Perkama de Eruvin, lamdoch shkol hamashpil es atzmo, HaKadosh Baruch Hu magbio. Person who lowers himself, person who humbles himself, Hashem will raise that person. Chol hamagbio, and a person who advances himself, you ingratiate yourself, that you want to be noticed and acknowledged, HaKadosh Baruch Hu mashpilo, God will lower that person. One who seeks out prominence, the prominence will flee from him. One who flees from acclaim, greatness, acclaim will pursue him. We left off. Why, when it comes to this particular area, if you pursue it, you're not going to have it, and if you flee from it, then you will have it. Right? So a person goes and takes initiative to earn a living, or whatever it may be. We don't find a negative reaction, but in this area, there's a negative reaction. You seek out prominence, positions of power, then it's going to elude you. It's going to flee from you. It's more than eluding. A person who's arrogant, a person who's haughty, Hashem will lower that person. You know, it's a question of the cause and effect. Man is only a consequence of man's willing that person to be. If a person wants to have independent identity, and he's flexing his arrogance, his ego, his muscle, that means you wanted to deny how you came about. It's, to a degree, it's a denial of God. I want to be a lone player. I want to be independent. God's the only cause. You want to be the cause. You know, I'm a self-made man. Right? I'm self-made. I mean, God had nothing to do with it. I have a right to give charity where I want. I gave my sweat and my blood and my family. That's how I made the success. You know, don't tell me how to give my charity. I choose to give as I want. Okay, that's how it happened, right? But people believe in that. So that means you're denying the cause of every aspect of your life by speaking this way. So the famous story with the Chafetz Chaim. In Europe, the towns were made of wooden shacks, except the Jews were given very little space where they were to build. They couldn't build wherever they wanted. You know, the government, anti-Semitism, it was like a semi-ghetto. So if it was ever a fire, in a moment, the whole town would burn down. It was old, dry wood. So the moment, you know, they used to say, you know, when in the old days when there was a fire in a town, if a person was a Talmud Chacham, he would grab his writings and just flee for his life. The rest he left, everything else would burn, because that to him was the most precious thing. So there was a town that burned down. So the Chafetz Chaim went to try to raise money to rebuild that community. So he goes to a very wealthy man who lives in a stone mansion, very wealthy Jew. And he knocks on his door, goes, and explains the plight of these hundreds of families that have been displaced. They have nowhere to live, they're subject to the elements, and so on and so forth. He could help in a very serious way. So the Chafetz Chaim says, you know, maybe what help? It's a tremendous mitzvah, chesed, so on. And he says, I don't believe in it. He said, you don't believe in it. You're a Jew, and God gave you such blessing and such bracha. How could you not? God gave it to me. You know, I'm a self-made man. Whatever I have, it's my own initiative. It has nothing to do with God. That's what he says to Chafetz Chaim. Therefore, I choose to give where I want to give, so I will not give. He says, you know, a Jew is not permitted to speak this. it, in a moment you could lose it all. This is impossible. God gives, God takes, not possible. He says, I'm so diversified, I have it in timber, and I have it in this, and this, and this. No way. If I lose one, I'm covered, I hedge. Everything's hedged against everything else. No way I could lose my wealth. So about a day later, the Russian or Polish general comes marching with his army, the cavalry, and he dismounts and he crosses the bridge into this town where this wealthy man lives, and he has boots with spurs on them. As he crosses the bridge, one of the knots in the wood was pushed through. His spur gets caught. He twists his ankle. He breaks his ankle. This general is enraged. He wants to know who owns this town and who's responsible to maintain the bridge. Of course, it was this Jew. Next day it was all over. That was the end. They sent him off to Siberia, wherever it was, in a moment. You deny the cause of whatever you have, your bracha, your life, your this, your prominence. You think you want to be that. You want to be independent. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, God will lower that person. Because God is the cause. You deny the cause and you believe you're the cause, Hashem teaches a lesson that no. Some people, they don't even learn their lesson when they're lowered. If a person is truly humble, and all he believes that everything he is only because he's endowed by Hashem, and he's a beneficiary of God's kindness, and willing, Hashem also, Hashem elevates that person, because this person understands what it's about. Now, if God is exalted, and you identify and attach yourself to the source, so if God is exalted, then you're exalted. It's an automatic outgrowth of your recognition and the way you have process it, internalize it. There's an attachment. The effect is attached to the cause. One who seeks out prominence, greatness, the prominence will flee from that person. Now, what is honor? Honor, someone else gives you honor. Shacherim noslo kovod kmo shbiarnu ze barichos perk benzo mein shom fika harodef achra kovod sheyeh magia kovod elov al yedei atzmo. You're pursuing honor. Hakovod borech mimenu sherein hakovod loodem mi'atzu rak nizloso. Vim borech min hakovod ad she'ein hakovod legamri mimenu. What? It's outside of the person. Other people honor you. Other people. But if you flee from honor, ad she'ein hakovod legamri mimenu, zeh sheroy elov hakovod shu musuloso. Kach hakovod rog devacharov. Okay, we'll leave this for tomorrow. What if he want to honor you? Because he's such a tzaddik?
He wants your friend's money.
That's fine. So the reason why you're accepting the honor is not that you want to be honored. It's not what you want, because mitoch shlo lishma bo lishma also. Doch shlo lishma bo lishma. If I wouldn't have the personal honor, I couldn't care about my friends, I couldn't care about the school. But it's worth my while for the honor to do it. So it's no worse than doch shlo lishma bo lishma. At least there it's intermingled with a mitzvah, right? The ulterior motive is wrong, but the result is a positive result.